Let's talk about real world applications of NLP. Let's start off with my applications of NLP. How do I use NLP to change my life, improve my life? When I get started on the business, before that I was doing employment. So I was a software professional, software architect, project manager, software developer. So organizations paid me a salary. When I get started on the business, one thing immediately changes. I need to pay myself salary and I need to ask people to pay me money. It turned out I was really bad at asking for money. So that is one of the first things I had to change when I got started doing a business. I need to get really comfortable asking for money. So in this case, there were a bunch of belief changes. I had to look at situations differently, so there was a lot of reframing. I had to learn new ways of behaving. So there was new behavior generator. And before fixing any of that, I had to look at my life and see what needs to be changed. So there was this neurological level application. Another change I had to bring to my life was speaking to a lens, as if I am speaking to another person. So it's quite a recent change, like it happened in the last 2 years. Before that, we did marketing differently. And then we shifted into making videos and making content available on social platforms. So there you are talking to a lens, and you are talking to a lens to give the impression, whoever that is listening, that is you, as if I am speaking to you. So that needed a little bit of change in my mind. I had to convince myself this is the right thing to do. I had to convince myself it is easy for me. I had to convince myself that whatever that I want to cover easily comes to me. The first video I did, I struggled so much. It was, I think every 10 seconds I had to stop, pause, cut it multiple times, bring it together. So it might have taken me about 2-3 hours to do this 10 minutes video, which is not the case now. Like these videos are done in a single take. That needed a lot of mental gymnastics for me to feel comfortable doing that, for me to convince myself this is the right thing to do. So that is again belief change, neurological levels, learning new behaviors, new behavior generator, reframing, looking at the context differently, understand my meta programs and how those meta programs play around here, understand my representational systems and how they play around here. So we could do it because we already had that technology available to us. So this change, I know I make it sound very gruesome, but it is quite easy for me also, because these tools and techniques, I've been using them for a long time in professional settings. I'm a professional NLP coach, so I work with other people to transform their life, making use of NLP. I teach NLP, and I help people apply NLP techniques and learn to apply NLP techniques in their lives. In the certification programs, we have a certification program coming up, and we make use of NLP to do corporate trainings, make corporate transformation happen. So the tools and techniques that I refer to, they might sound new to you, they might sound alien to you, but you can learn them, you can adopt them, you can apply them in your life, and you can apply them in other people's life. So there's a written series that is going on in Facebook, which I plan to do a video series on, how to change other people using NLP. So that talks about a lot of NLP that I use on other people. NLP again I use when I want to learn something new. or when I want to create something new. Because NLP teaches a lot about how our mind works, different functionings of mind, and how what do they prioritize, what is the best use of that. And NLP communication model also helps understand these mind processes. And especially when you are creating a new training program, we can keep focus on different students, because each students process information differently. Some will process visually, some process with the sound, some process with the feeling, some process with information. So each of these different students need to be interacted differently. Like if when you are teaching Reiki, kinesthetic students find it very easy to experience that, and ID students, the internal dialogue, who thinks a lot, they need different support. So where do we bring this support? We bring it with NLP. We design our program with NLP in mind, keeping these different groups in mind, so that when somebody needs more explanation, we know where it is coming from, so we can give a very effective solution to them. So most of the trainings that we do, they have brought tremendous results. Like we have foundational meditation training, which lays the foundation to reach luminous states of mind. And what we have noticed was, we get all kinds of students. We get students who are really good in meditation but does not have a structure to their meditation practice, so they would join in to learn the structure of their for their meditation practice. And then we would also get students who has not done meditations before. In one such class, one of the students just went to in their first meditation, they just went to know mind. Like they started meditation and they were blank. When I say, okay, you can come back to now, then only they realized, okay, I'm not thinking. I was not thinking. There were no thoughts in my head. So we were able to design such a powerful training because of our background in NLP, because we understood how mind works. So these were my applications of NLP. And the techniques I talk about, those are very close to my heart: reframing, advanced language patterns, belief change, new behavior generator. These techniques I use a lot in my life. Then you have anchoring, you have neurological levels. These techniques you would use occasionally. You would find yourself using language a lot to change other people and change yourself. And then you'll be supplementing that with other NLP techniques to make a belief change, make certain emotions go away with anchoring, or make a chain of emotions so that you go from disempowered state to a very powerful state in an instant. So these are real world applications of NLP. You learn NLP, it's going to change every aspect of your life, every aspect of your being. You are going to be a different person. You are going to perform differently in your personal life, in your professional life, in your spiritual life. People have learned NLP to improve their spirituality, and we've been using NLP. Personally, I myself had been using NLP to enhance my spirituality. So there's no limit of applying NLP. So in this series, next part, I want to bring the text material that I have already published, how to change other people. So next video, look forward to hear how to change other people using NLP. I'm Gamakasri, Chief Trainer and Coach for Mind Designs International. As always, take care, be safe, Jai Shri.